Hello and welcome to a new episode of Jesuit Gupshup. Our guest today is one who chose to respond to the signs of the time. An artist and sportsman, he desires to bring change in the lives of the people he works with. Along with Cheryl Gracious from St. Michael's Church, Manikpur, here's Father Paul Raj SJ.
Good evening, Father Paul, and welcome to Jesuit Gupshup.
Thanks, Cheryl, for inviting me, and I'm very happy to be part of this.
What has your journey been from your hometown Ooty to Bombay Jesuits?
Well, it goes back to my childhood, wherein I was part of an altar service group. And my mom being a very pious lady, also my grandmother was very pious. So both of them would take me to the church every day. And I enjoyed being with the priest. And they also knew that I liked this way of life, wherein I would go along with them to visit the sick, the poor people. And that has been part of my life because I've seen my mom doing the same. Now, for any festivals or functions, she would always buy new clothes for them and then she would give it to them. And always she had told me, "Oh, you have to be of some service to someone, especially the poor." And that kept going on. And eventually I met some of the Jesuits who came down for vacation, and I met them. I was inspired by the way that they were, simple in lifestyle, very high in thinking. And I said I should be part of them. So that's how I left my hometown for the first time in my life, and I came to Bombay. And it's been a great journey ever since then. Met great Jesuits, very simple, very humble, and they kept motivating me to do better. I was not so much into academics as such, but I've always known Jesuits to be really high intellectuals. So I always had the fear of whether I would be able to be part of this particular group. But by God's grace, I had managed and pulled through all these years, and now here I am at Ambatha. There have been a lot of struggles, but there are a lot of joyful moments as well. Especially when it comes to academics, I would not take it seriously, but still I've been able to do sort of well. But there are other aspects to it, wherein I was an introvert, but the society gave me a lot of opportunity to become an ambivert, I could say. So I can mingle with people. And in my own way, I want to make a difference, especially with the poor and the needy, and that's what is my call. So in whatever apostolate I am, I would try ways wherein I can reach out to these poor and the needy. And the society has given a lot of opportunities for me to venture into it. And that's how now I'm an Ambatha with the poor, so that I can spend more time to do what I really wanted to do.
That's nice. You're a teacher by profession, yet you made a huge shift from formal education to a non-formal one. Why did you choose the other, and what does it mean by a non-formal education setup?
Okay, well, I was in Vasai for almost 4 years, and I was teaching in this ICSE school. And then I was shifted to a rural school in Maharashtra. Prabodhan Vidyalaya, it is located in Ambatha. Okay. So I was sent as a teacher there. And in the first year itself, I realized that the students who come there, they could neither read, nor write, nor understand English. And I was supposed to teach English for them. So when I reflected, I said there is some problem in the education system in that particular area. And therefore I thought, let me get involved with this primary education to impart this foundation for them, wherein they'll be able to read, write, and do basic arithmetics. And that's what we call it as a non-formal education. It's a project wherein we also call it as community-based education program. So this is for the students of 1st to the 4th standard, and we basically deal with English, Marathi, and mathematics.
Okay.
So it's not too much that we teach, but then we give them a foundation wherein they are able to read, write, and speak well. And since we already had a module in our province, so I said, might as well we'll use that module and scale up that to reach to many villages and help students learn better.
Okay, you worked in Vasai and in rural areas of Ambatha in Nasik district. How do you see your Jesuit identity and your mission in these settings?
Jesuit identity doesn't change as much, but in Vasai it was completely a different context, wherein like you have mass, you have pastoral visits, but whereas in the rural setup it's mostly to enhance their living. So all our interventions has been to see how well we can take them forward, to give them a self-esteem, and also to provide basic education wherein they have better job opportunities. So definitely a Jesuit identity doesn't change, but we do have this kind of evangelization, but not through the words of the gospel, but definitely the values of the gospel.
Okay. Any memorable incident from your formation years?
Yeah, there are many, but at various stages, I did have a number of memories which I would definitely cherish. One that comes immediately to my mind, and many others. If they, in fact, the other day I just met one of the priests, and then he remembered one of the instances, like wherein we had a basketball tournament in our area, and towards the end, all of a sudden, I just changed the game by just shooting 3-pointers. So for me, that's something which is memorable. And of course, you ask anyone of my companions or any Jesuits, they would remember me for two things. One is computers and basketball.
Nice, nice. Okay, you're a very creative artist. How do you see your creativity contributing to the Jesuit mission?
Well, I always wanted to be in the field of advertising before I joined the society. But of course, after joining the society, still it was there within me, but there were not too many opportunities to get into it. However, I kept doing a lot of designing work, which calls for a different way of thinking. So when I look at my own life now, that I'm with the education or non-formal education, I always try to see what more can be done. And that also, it's out of the box, something. So I see that creative element which comes into the apostolate, wherein I can do something which others might not think of.
Okay, correct. Okay, now let's do a quick game. We'll do Guess Who. It's a simple game. I'll give you an adjective and you have to tell us a character from the Bible, okay? The twist is that you only get 5 seconds for every word and you cannot repeat characters. Okay? Okay, we'll do a trial. Faithful.
St. Paul,
Okay. Bold.
St. Peter,
Humble.
Solomon,
Fearful. 5 seconds.
fearful, Judas,
Okay. Fastest. Fastest.
fastest, John,
Okay. Disobedient.
disobedient, the disciples,
Okay. Peacemaker.
maybe Abraham,
Okay. Strong.
Samson,
Okay. Smart.
smart, Prophet Joel,
Okay. Loving.
Isaiah,
Proud.
Ruth,
Arrogant.
Esther,
I'm sorry, what?
Brave.
Jesus.
Okay. That should be good, right? Okay. What is your message for our viewers today?
Just live a simple life,
Okay.
and that should define everything.
So what do you mean by simple life?
Be happy with whatever you have, and if you're really content with what you have, I don't think you'll be running after money, no fame, but just be happy with what you are, and definitely that will motivate you to do the better.
Thank you so much, Father Paul. It was pleasure meeting you and sharing the screen with you. And definitely the simple lifestyle may help us, and looking forward to meeting you again.
So thank you very much, Cheryl, for making this possible, and of course, I did enjoy this.
Thank you. Good evening, Father Paul, and welcome to Get.
Acha, you don't cut in between and all. You go one full take. Oh,
Damn
Lord.
it. I don't want to do that now. Jesuit. Yeah. Again? Jesuit. He had to laugh.
No, wait. No.
Jesuit.
Thanks for this 10 minutes torture.